he's taking these lawsuits as a serious thing. He might have to wait. He may not do any interviews and start these civil lawsuits. Now, here we are in the Christmas shopping season, and there is no better gift than something from MyPillow. And when you go to MyPillow.com and you use our promo code Kane at checkout, they're just incredible deals. I have a link in the description of the episode to our MyPillow page that has very, very exciting deals. 50% off the MyPillow My Slippers. The MyPillow towel set, normally $110, just $39.99. The MyPillow mattress topper. Again, the link is in the description of this episode, and you must use the promo code Kane at checkout, K-A-N-E. 50% off the MyPillow mattress topper. This is an incredible deal. In every size mattress, they have the MyPillow mattress topper. Kathy and I have the MyPillow mattress topper. It's spectacular. How many people contact us and tell us how much they love it? Every day. All the time. I just heard from somebody yesterday in the chat. I hear people message us, and the MyPillow mattress, they all love it. It will change your life. It's 50% off with the promo code Kane at checkout, K-A-N-E, 50% off. When I wake up in the morning on the MyPillow mattress topper, it's complete peace. It's like I'm sleeping on a cloud. I never have an ache or a pain in my back or any part of my body. No, it's true. And we have a pretty new mattress. And I used to wake up in pain every morning. Oh, yeah. Literally, like my back and everything. I don't wake up in pain at all anymore. It's really amazing. Yeah, so there is a link in the description of this episode to our MyPillow page, which has very exclusive, very big deals, huge savings on everything there, not just the items we mentioned. And again, use the promo code Kane at checkout, K-A-N-E, and you'll get...
They really did a good job with the effects on this game. I can't imagine what it looks like on PS5, man. Yeah. It would have looked so real.
Which is absolutely amazing. You know, this country really needed this. The country really needed to see that our system of justice works. And what the left wanted to do with Kyle Rittenhouse was lynch him. They want him convicted and go to jail because, well, they want to get even with white people. There's a racial anger going on in this country towards white people that that anger is being getting out of control. It's being stoked by the media and politicians. That's right. You have Cuomo releasing a statement. He's got his own problems. But when you have him releasing a statement today saying that there was no justice and Kyle Rittenhouse is a white supremacist, that does not help. And the only reason he's doing that, I don't know why, I don't think he believes that. He's just saying that because he's pandering to a certain group of people and telling him what he thinks he wants to hear, because I still think he's going to run for president. Well, there was whatever, he's got his own ambitions. There was a woman out in front of the Rittenhouse courthouse today, and
see, that's something you can rub on my neck. My neck's killing me.
This is right outside the courthouse, and I'll describe it to you after I play. I saw this. This is crazy.
Successfully executing sector control. We hold the majority.
Bunch of clowns.
Oh my gosh.
These people are brainwashed.
This is like before she's hyperventilating, and she said "F America." She collapsed on the ground in front of the courthouse. And now she's pretending as if she's having a seizure. It's total BS.
What a retard.
The left have really lost their minds when they take an instance that involves all white people and try to turn it into a racial incident. It's crazy. It doesn't even make sense. It makes no sense, and it shows you how fake these groups are and how they have no conviction at all. They just want to destroy and raise money. They're not convicted people. They don't really care about the black movement or anything like that. All they care about is getting on TV and getting donations and breaking crap up. That's all they care about. Yeah. Here's a audio I wanted to play of Trump when they asked him about Kyle last year. Let me rewind this. Hold on.
Hostiles are hitting us. Don't let this get unmanageable. Be advised, the enemy now controls most sectors.
That was an interesting situation. You saw the same tape as I saw. And he was trying to get away from the against Muslim, and he fell. And then they very violently attacked him. And it was something that we're looking at right now, and it's under investigation. But I guess he was in very big trouble.
Control Sector Charlie. Enemies moving on an objective in Sector Charlie.
Well, it shows you that's President Trump last year. It shows you Trump is always right. Always right. He is always right. He is never wrong. Nope. And because he's rational. He sees what's right in front of him, and he's not pandering. He watched media, the out of control media, calling him a vigilante on national television. You know, I'm very cautious when I talk about things. I'm very cautious. You know, I don't go out and slander people, you know, and accuse people of being criminals and all kinds of other things without any evidence. In fact, even in this case, I stayed away from this case at the beginning until more information came out. You know, you gotta be a little, but the media, you know, the media got a lot of problems, and the 24-hour news cycle is a big problem because that's a lot of time to fill. And they have to fill it by creating crises all the time. And that is what they do. Now, a lot of people are talking about, well, there's no violence in Kenosha. What's that all about? Why not? Because it is not an election year, the Democrat machine doesn't have the buses operating to take these people to these zones and cause havoc. I don't think anything's going to happen tonight. They've been playing it up on the media, in the media today. I think that's what they want. If this was an election year, okay, next year's the election year. If this were an election year, there would be problems in Kenosha after this verdict. Because the activists would bring in the people to cause an issue. There's no benefit to it. Not right now because it's not an election year. Right. Yeah, exactly. That's why.
A bunch of fake clowns.
Now listen, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, there's a lot more to talk about. Do not go anywhere. I'm Brian, always joined by my wife and co-host Kathy. We'll be back right after this. Imagine if you could combine your love of crypto with just about any vanity or lifestyle theme. Well, now you can at StellarShop.org. Stellar Shop brings themes to life in cryptocurrency and is the originator of vanity and lifestyle money in the new and exciting world of cryptocurrency. Align your money with causes you care about, like dolphins and sea turtles or anything in between. From Woodstock to medbeds, they have over 100 to choose from, so you can buy, sell, trade, or swap crypto on the Stellar XLM network. Stellar Shop also has over 20 charity themes that benefit from your usage. Grab your favorite Stellar wallet and join the revolution and the future of money through blockchain quantum finance. Stellar Shop also sets up custom-made business crypto and payment systems for any business. Get in on the crypto craze, and maybe you can be the one telling that next crazy crypto story. Visit StellarShop.org today for vanity and lifestyle crypto assets. That's StellarShop.org. From author Sherry Chapman comes the book A Killer Revisited, available on Amazon. Detective Jules Bolton is one of the best at tracking down murderers, but something beyond her experience came to Edmond, Oklahoma. When the serial killer reaches out in a cryptic letter, it reveals a government conspiracy at the highest level. Will she be able to stop an army experiment gone rogue? Find out when you read A Killer Revisited. Love this book with a
baby, get that stuff to rub my neck.
Attacking an objective in Sector Charlie.
And captivated. This is a true thriller from beginning to
That
end.
is killing me. I must have slept weird last night.
Sherry Chapman, available on Amazon. Order your copy right now. From author Jatica's Six Colors Gibbs comes your next must-read book, Until Now, available on Amazon. Until Now is a book about the first 25 years of the author's life. It includes childhood trauma, abuse, and the author being forced to hide their true self, being abandoned, and many, many other things. The author's hope is to reach readers that can relate and let them know that they are not alone in their trauma. They are not at fault for the terrible things that's happened to them. They are not victims, but are survivors, and together we can get through anything. Author Jatika Six Colors
put that on me tomorrow morning.
Since childhood and until now includes
like it's
the author's
helping.
life story, but also includes related poetry between chapters. Until Now, from author Jatika Six Colors Gibbs. Order your copy right now on Amazon.
You are listening to the Brian Craig Show podcast, broadcasting from sunny South Florida. Brian is joined by his wife and co-host, Kathy. Follow Brian on social media at BrianCraigShow.com. And now,
dropping the rocks.
Brian and Kathy.
I'm Brian, always joined by my wife and co-host Kathy. So in the aftermath
Sector
of
Echo
the
has been seized by
Kyle
friendly
Rittenhouse
forces.
not guilty verdict, the left have just, they're dealing with, it's like the stages of
Friendly
grief.
forces
The
now
left
control
over
the
the
majority of
weekend
the sectors.
on
Nice
television
work.
are like in mourning over
Bunch of
someone
clowns.
being acquitted for defending their life. And I thought we would go through some of these. The first one I want to play is Chuck Todd.
We're down to
Chuck
half our
Todd seems
resources
to,
now.
if you watch the
Chuck
video
Todd's
of
a
this,
moron.
he's not only sympathetic to the Antifa guys that were
Friendly
the
forces now
felons,
control
they were
the
trying to kill
majority of the
Kyle Rittenhouse,
sectors.
that he was
Nice
acquitted
work.
for, those he has sympathy
Sector
for
Bravo's
the
under enemy control.
attempted killers of Kyle Rittenhouse.
Sticking up for rapists and
he's
a
fighting back
child
tears.
molester and a woman
He's all
beater.
broken
Yeah,
up as he's talking about it. So let's
Idiot.
start with Chuck Todd. This is Chuck Todd, Meet the Press over the weekend.
Idiot.
Hi, David Henderson, a civil rights
What a
attorney
clown.
here. And David,
We're
to the
targeting
family
Sector Charlie
of
objective.
the dead victims here. What's your next? Do you have another place to go? Well, does Mr. Huber's and Mr. Rosenbaum's family go? Do they?
Now, he didn't know their names, so he was, he's got a lot of sympathy for them, but not enough to know their names. So somebody fed him the names, so he got the names at the end. But in this, it doesn't translate in the audio as much as the video. He's fighting back tears for these guys. But there's also another thing with Chuck Todd. Chuck Todd, in my opinion, I do not have inside
Sector
information,
Charlie
just
has
watching
been
what's
secured.
going on. Chuck Todd's about to lose Meet the Press. They're going to give it to Rachel Maddow.
I agree.
They just signed a new deal with Rachel Maddow.
That's our prediction.
Aggressiveness has paid off. We've
They're
secured
paying
most of the
her
sectors.
millions more a year for just doing weekends. She's going to be leaving her weekday show. I think they're going to give her Meet the Press on Sunday, which is the crown jewel of NBC News.
I agree.
And Chuck Todd is going to be demoted to doing the weekday version of Meet the Press.
Or completely,
Or gone. Yeah.
Fuck Chuck
Yeah,
Todd.
or gone. So he could be broken up and crying over the
Clown.
loss of Meet the Press.
I think so.
Oh, more than these victims, but we're not exactly sure. But let me go through these other ones, though, because a lot of people over the weekend have been commenting, liberals all, on the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict. So let's just go through them one by one. Let me start with Kamala Harris, who was president for 85 minutes on Friday. She was acting president for 85 minutes while Joe Biden got his colonoscopy. And one of the White House reporters over the weekend, I think it's the NBC White House reporter, asked Jen Psaki if they could have a press briefing with Biden's doctor, since he is the oldest president in history, and who gave him, of course, a clean bill of health. He's mentally and physically fit. Give me a break. Who's this quack?
How can you determine that? How can you? I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Talk about doctor shopping.
Oh, no, hold on. Let's think of this for a second. Because I read this too and I couldn't help but laugh. He has a colonoscopy. I've had a colonoscopy.
I've never had it.
I know what it's all about. I don't know how he could determine he's in great health by looking up his ass.
Well, that's where he brings it. Yes. No, Kathy, it wasn't complete physical. That was only part of the complete physical.
I mean, it's just kind of weird that he held a colonoscopy and then the doctor's like,
No.
he's perfectly healthy. You really can't determine somebody's health by having a colonoscopy. I've had one. They don't give you a physical typically. They just knock you out. They go, in that area, check around, take tissue samples. Boom, that's it.
We know what it is, Kathy. We don't need the details.
No, I'm just saying, it's kind
That's
of funny that he determined he was perfectly healthy by looking up his rectum.
This quack who gave him a clean bill of health, mentally and physically. I'd love to see a press conference with this quack. Unlike Ronnie Jackson when he was President Trump's doctor. So anyway, Kamala Harris, she was acting president for 85 minutes on Friday, and I'm surprised she gave it back. This was her opportunity to bring in the 25th Amendment, but she actually, not only did she comment on the Kyle Rittenhouse case, she did something very strange. So let me play this for you, and then we'll talk about it.
Hi guys, well it was a good trip, and I have questions about the verdict, and the verdict really speaks for itself.
So she gets out of a car. Kamala Harris is a big poser. Okay, but she for some reason, Kamala Harris loves to be on camera getting in and out of vehicles. She just thinks she looks so cool getting
It's
out
that
of
Jerry
vehicles.
Bruckheimer moment. She really likes that. I'm surprised they don't show her in slow-mo.
They did during the campaign.
Yeah, she really loves that whole, you're right. That's the only time I ever see her, is getting in and out of planes and
Her favorite
planes
thing,
and cars.
Her favorite thing to do is go from a plane, walk off a plane, go
Into
directly
a
into a vehicle.
Into a big gas-guzzling SUV.
So when she's getting out of the SUV and she goes up to the press and asks the press a question. Do you have any questions about the verdict? She didn't even wait for a question. She was dying to talk about it. So let me play.
We hold the majority.
Talking about it.
Hi guys, well it was a good trip and many questions about the verdict and the verdict really speaks for itself. As many of you know, I've spent a majority of my career working to make the criminal justice system
Resources are running
more
out.
equitable and
Sure you did. Fucking clown.
Okay, she's joking, right? So she said she has spent her life making the criminal justice system more
Planting evidence on
equitable,
black people.
and
Shut up.
work to do. Which means what? That all white people on trial are to be convicted? What work is she talking
Clown.
about?
Well, she's done the exact opposite, because maybe I'm mistaken, but didn't she put a lot of black guys in jail for minor infractions when she was the Attorney General?
She put
Yep.
black men and women in California. She put a lot of African Americans in jail for minor drug offenses, as well as she was the Attorney General of California.
That was a big issue with the black community with her, so I don't know what the hell she's talking about.
As well as parents she
Clown.
put in jail because their kids were skipping school.
That's right.
But when she says she was working on equity and there's no equity here, it makes no sense.
No sense. She's pandering.
Unless she, I don't think she's pandering. I think she's mental. She thinks all white people on trial should be found guilty because as a white person, you are guilty of being white anyway.
That's right.
So you should do time. So now we go to Fox News Channel. This is Juan Williams. I thought when he left the 5, they were